Today I'm going to be showing you the 5 freezer prep meals my mom and I made as a gift to myself while I was in the 3rd trimester. I hope this video can give you inspiration. I know I really enjoyed my postpartum meals. I've already gone through all of them. So go ahead and grab your red raspberry leaf tea, get comfortable, and let's get started. The first meal prep I'm going to be showing you guys is a chicken tortilla soup. This one is really good to freeze for up to 6 months. Each of these recipes, I'm going to have a little recipe card like this that you can screenshot if needed. For this recipe, you'll need 1 box of chicken broth. I used bone broth because I wanted extra collagen and protein. You'll need 1 yellow onion, a can of corn, 1 can of tomato sauce, 1 can of diced tomatoes, 3 cups of chicken, 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon chili powder, and 1 tablespoon minced garlic. So I'm going to start with just peeling this onion and chopping it into really fine pieces. I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance. As you can see in these videos, I think my due date was like 3 days away, and my baby is now 5 months old. He's here, he's healthy, but you might hear him in the background, so if you hear a little sound, it's because he's doing tummy time next to me right now. I'm gonna add these diced onions into my Dutch oven. I'm gonna be adding all of the ingredients into this. We're gonna saute the onions first. So I just added a little bit of olive oil and put these on low to medium. While my onions saute, I'm going to go ahead and open all of my cans. The tomato sauce and the diced tomatoes are going to be ready to go, but I do want to rinse the corn because I just don't like the juice that's in it. So just rinse those out and pour them in the sink. I usually add water to the can a few times to kind of like shake the can around and pour it out. Once you've rinsed the cans, just go ahead and add your tablespoon of garlic to the bowl and let that cook for just a second before you add all of your other ingredients. Next, add your tomato sauce, diced tomatoes, and corn. Add your bone broth or chicken broth, and then add your chicken. We ended up adding like a little extra chicken because I felt like it didn't have quite enough. So you can do the same if you want, or you can leave it the way the recipe has it. As you can see, my mom's starting on other recipes in the background. If you can have someone come help you with this, definitely do. You can make a game plan and get it done so much quicker. This is when I kind of just mix up my soup and make sure the ratio looks right. Sometimes I'll add more in of certain ingredients if I don't feel like it looks right, if that makes sense. Next, we're going to add our spices. So a tablespoon of cumin and then a teaspoon of chili powder. Once you've mixed in your spices, it's time to get your freezer bags ready. I usually label them before I have the soup in. It makes it easier that way. I go ahead and write the name of the soup and then the date. Before we put these in the freezer, we made sure all the air was out of the bags and then laid our soups down flat on a cookie sheet, and that's how we get them to freeze flat so you can stack them however you want. Next, we had a cute little visitor come in to see us. She can definitely feel the excitement in the air, but we're not for sure if she knows she's getting a baby brother soon. Moving on to the next recipe is a chicken pot pie that you can freeze. Good job. Good job, Joanna. When I make frozen casseroles, I really like to buy the pans in bulk at Costco. You can get them anywhere though, Dollar Tree, Food City, wherever you shop at. For this recipe, you'll need 1 can of cream of chicken, 1 cup of milk, a 1/4 teaspoon of poultry seasoning, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 4 cups shredded chicken, 1 package mixed vegetables, 1 cup yellow onion, and 2 tablespoons of butter. I forgot to add flour and a 1.5 cups of potatoes if you want them in the recipe. You don't have to add the potatoes. I'm gonna start this recipe the exact same way I started the last one, with a diced onion. My mom went ahead and poured the mixed vegetable pack into a bowl right next to me, and I would definitely make sure the onion is diced pretty finely again. Once you've diced your onion, go ahead and start melting your butter in a pan. Go ahead and add a tiny bit of flour into your pan with the butter. And just mix that in a little bit until it gets a little bit thicker. The next step is adding your chicken broth or bone broth to the mixture. Once you've added that, go ahead and mix. Make sure everything is mixed in and it looks as smooth as possible. There might be some little imperfections, but make sure it's mostly mixed in. After you have that mixed, go ahead and add all your seasonings. In this video, I remember just soaking up the last few days of my pregnancy. With my daughter, I just didn't soak in the end of my pregnancy because I was so eager for her to be here, and with him, I was just trying to enjoy every moment because your life really does change, at least for me, 5 months. I feel like I'm finally getting back to a routine and somewhat normal, new normal, I guess. But if you're doing this while you're pregnant, just try to enjoy your last few days, even though it's really uncomfortable. You'll look back on it and miss it. Next we added the cream of chicken, and this looks like we're adding a ton, and that's because we doubled all the recipes that I'm giving you guys, so if you want to double them, honestly it's easier that way, but you can just make the recipe that is on the recipe card. Off to the side, I started to saute the onions. The next step is adding the sauteed onions, our mixed vegetables, and this is when we added the potatoes that we put in. We boiled those potatoes until you could stick a fork through them, so they need to be pretty soft if you're going to add the potatoes, but you can definitely leave that out if you want to. And then we went ahead and added our chicken. Then we kind of look at it and see if it's enough chicken, if it looks right. And I think we ended up adding a little bit extra poultry seasoning, but as you can see in this video, we kind of guesstimate everything. That's how me and my mom cook. That's how, once I learn a recipe, I kind of just guesstimate. But definitely follow the cards if you're a little bit confused by what we're doing. After that, you're ready to add your filling to the pans. We went ahead and added that into 2 separate pans, and then you're going to get out your pie crust. If you want to be extra, you can make your own pie crust, but we were on a timeline, so we just bought some Pillsbury pie crust, and it worked. I definitely, if I had all the time in the world, maybe I would, make it from scratch, because it's definitely better for you that way, but I just needed to be fed, okay? Sometimes being fed is better than making everything from scratch, and making it this way is probably a lot better than door dashing fast food for sure. So we did what we could. Once we rolled out the pie crust, we added a press and seal layer and then the aluminum foil on top, and then labeled our casseroles. Make sure when you go to bake these, like, write a note on the top that there's press and seal under it, because if you bake that, it's gonna ruin your dish. You don't want to cover your chicken pot pies when you bake them anyway, so you should see the press and seal because you're gonna be baking these uncovered. The next recipe is, that's right, taco soup. For this recipe, you'll need around 1 pound of ground beef, 4 cups of beef broth, 1 can of corn, 1 can of kidney beans, 1 can pinto beans, 1 can black beans, 1 pack of taco seasoning, 1 pack of ranch seasoning, 1 can of Rotel, and 1 can of tomato sauce. We went ahead and cooked our beef before we got started. Just open up all your cans, rinse all your cans, and we're just adding every single ingredient to this bowl, and then we're adding it directly into the plastic bags. So this one's pretty simple once you have everything cooked, and the only thing you need cooked is the beef. So this is probably the quickest one that we made. So fill these bags the exact same way that you did the tortilla soup. Get the air out, lay them flat, let them freeze, and then you can store them however you want. The next meal is something I grew up on. My mom made this at least once a week, and we call it spaghetti pizza. So you'll need spaghetti, pepperoni, some marinara sauce or spaghetti sauce, Parmesan, mozzarella, butter, eggs, and oregano. First, you want to cook and strain your spaghetti noodles. Once those are done, add your butter and just mix that into the noodles. While I mixed the butter in, my mom cracked and beat the eggs on the side. And once these cool down a little, we're going to add the eggs. You don't want to add them too early or the eggs will literally turn to scrambled eggs. So definitely be patient for a second. After that, we add the Parmesan and mix all of that together. Then grab your pan or pans if you doubled the recipe and add the spaghetti noodles into the pans. I spray them first so it doesn't stick to the bottom. Next, you're going to add the spaghetti sauce, any kind that you like. Then we're going to add the ground beef, the mozzarella on top, and then the pepperonis. This recipe is a family favorite. I feel like even the pickiest kids and family members would eat this. The next recipe is a vegetable soup. For this recipe you'll need 2 cups of ground beef, 2 cans of tomato sauce, 1 pack of mixed vegetables, 1.5 cup of chopped potatoes, 2 cups beef broth, pepper, and garlic powder. You can put an onion in this as well. So we already had the ground beef cooked from when we made our taco soup. We just doubled everything and split it down the middle for this soup and the other soup so we could have some different varieties. So we went ahead and added that, and then we added the sauteed onions that we chopped up earlier. Next we are going ahead and adding our tomato sauce, and then we'll add the mixed vegetables and then the potatoes. We're starting to run out of beef broth at this point, so we just got a beef bouillon cube and mixed that with some water and put it in the microwave for a minute, and that's what we added to the soup. After that, we just mixed everything around and it was already ready for our freezer bags. We went ahead and put those in the freezer bags, labeled them, and got them ready. So that is my last recipe that I have for you guys. I hope you have time and are able to make these for yourself. If you aren't wanting to make these specific recipes for yourself, there are so many recipes online and resources. If you go to Pinterest, Google, you will be able to find some that you will like. Definitely consider doing this. I hope you enjoyed the video and got some ideas. Make sure to subscribe and have a good day. Bye.